I'm going to start at the very end. Which one is was the twisted genius that insisted on getting that pancake kitty gag right at the very end?
Well, we were both in love with that scene, and when we cut it from the movie, the trailer had already come out, or the trailer came out, and then we cut that scene from the movie, and we're like, oh no, people really like this scene. It's really funny, and it's already animated.
They're making toys of the characters.
We should probably figure out some way to get it back in there.
Way to send kids out of a cinema with a little bit of trauma, with a lot of heart as well.
The movie didn't do it. You know, just one last attempt.
We'll take it back to the start. The idea when I heard it, it's so genius. It was like one of those eureka moments. Like, this is such a logical progression for the character of Ralph. It's fantastic. But because the internet is so big, was there anything that you kind of didn't even get to touch on or maybe cut out from the overall film?
Well, when we approached like where we were going to go in the internet, we kept it very general in the beginning. We said, okay, there's got to be some social media, there has to be some online gaming, some shopping, just all the things that we know, that exist in the internet. There was, for a moment, a storyline that involved like an antiviral agent that had much more to do with the story at that time. But as things kind of evolve, into the story that you see now, that storyline didn't really make much sense. So it hit the floor, as they say.
And of course it is the internet, so it could be anything. So our story is a simple story of a friendship between Ralph and Vanellope. And, if other people want to use our sets and make their own internet movie, there's lots of other stuff out there.
Well, what's left in is gold, lads. I can genuinely tell you that, hand on heart. It's such a visual treat, and there's so much going on. I mean, like, between the gags and the animation, it's top-notch stuff. Is there any little Easter eggs you can kind of like maybe keep an eye out for this? Because I'm sure there's stuff that flew over my head that you maybe just shoehorned in there, a little cheeky little nod.
We were talking about last night. We were just remembering one that I'd completely forgotten.
Was it the videos?
Yeah.
Because we usually think of all the Disney references in the Oh My Disney section, but BuzzTube is filled with all these videos that were made just to kind of play in the background. There's some really funny ones of like people getting hurt, falling down.
Cats, probably 100 cat
But that's
videos.
the stuff kids love laughing at. I mean, that's not good. Even if you're a kid.
Adults too.
I want to touch on also, not to give too much of a spoiler, but Stan Lee's cameo. It's such a joyous moment because it's in this place with so many famous pop culture icons and figures and people that kind of shaped people's childhoods and such happy memories. Looking back at it now, obviously, with the tragic events, does that scene have a particular more poignance and gravitas to you too, as filmmakers?
Absolutely more poignant. He was a big part of, I think, every storyteller's life today. I know personally, I loved the characters he created, just the common people imbued with these extraordinary powers and how they would use them, and his characters always felt very human to me. They always had flaws, they made mistakes. I would say he shaped so much of what we see in film, books, comics, shows, and to have him in the film, especially now, it is very poignant.
Yeah. And even the spirit of the film is like character growth with action, very much the hallmarks of his sort of creations. I have to ask, any awkward conversations like Kathleen Kennedy and Kevin Feige since I've seen the film and the Pixar guys making fun of Star Wars, Marvel, all these guys? What's that Christmas party going to be like?
We weren't invited.
Be very quiet. I'm just going to look at my plate and eat.
No, I mean, we went to all of those people and said, look, we're doing this scene that takes place in a Disney fan site, and everything Disney is under that roof. So we are going to poke a little bit of fun, but I kind of talk about it as if it's making fun of your family or your best friend. Like, we can do it. You can not make fun of my dad, but I can make fun of my dad, kind of thing. And they were totally, everyone is, as far as I know, thrilled with the scene.
I remember the first time we showed them the Merida clip.
Oh, yeah.
And there was an audible, oh, like in the theater when we were watching that princess scene, and the Merida joke about her being from the other studio came up. But it was taken in good humor.
I have to say, one final question, aside from the work on Wreck-It Ralph, you're genuinely a god for directing the monorail episodes. Simpsons. Genuinely, that's bigger than the Oscar for me.
Thank you.
Which is, I
Me
don't make you feel old. 25 years old this year. Is there any really...
Wait, that episode's 25 years old? Oh
93.
my God.
But like your godlike status for that episode on every episode of The Simpsons you've done.
It feels like I worked on it yesterday.
Was there any funny
weird.
behind the scenes stuff? Because that's just an iconic piece of work.
That was one where it was one of the very first kind of big action episodes, you know, that The Simpsons had made. And I approached it a lot in the same way that we do sometimes with like even the car chase in a Slaughter Race in this movie, Ralph Breaks the Internet, that it wasn't just storyboarded sequentially. It was, I planned out just a bunch of scenes that could be edited more in a live action kind of way, which is different for animation. And at the time, the studio that I was working for hated that. They wanted to know exactly, you know, this scene's going to cut to this one, to this one, to this one. They did not appreciate that, but the proof is in the pudding, I say. You know.
Well, guys, absolutely, that's brilliant work. Wreck-It Ralph, the two films are fantastic, and you deserve every bit of success. Off camera, we said we're going to make you Irish citizens. I mean, let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Please. My family is.
I'm like 90% Irish.
We'll make it 100. We'll make it 100 after the
There's a
trip.
castle here that belongs to me somewhere. You know, I'd like to claim
I'll
it.
do anything.
Work it, make it, do it.
My game. It's predictable. I know every shortcut. You ever wonder if there's more to life than this?
Hey, what's getting plugged in? Wi-Fi, or is it wifey?
It is new, it is different, and therefore we should fear it.
I'm freaking out hard.
Let's go!
Holy cow, we're in the internet.
Isn't that an astute observation?
Get rid of belly fat using this one weird trick.
Housewives want to meet you.
They do.
Guess we know where to go if we ever need a pair of goggles. There's a whole building full of them.
Redirecting to eBay.
You got 275. I got 3. Can I get a 305?
315.
320.
325.
Oh man, this guy's good. Check this out. 27 and 1.
Sold!
Yeah!
I'll just need a credit card number.
Sorry, what's a credit number?
You owe $27,001.
Dollars like money? Cool. A racing game?
Showtime.
Isn't this great?
That was unsettling. Nice kitty.
Easy, boy. Cool.
The whole place is crazy. We gotta get home.
You're coming with us, kid.
This is what the internet was invented for.
Gonna rock it!
What?
Okay, here we go. Out of my way, kid. Pancake. Pancake, 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 pancake. Eat, little bunny. Eat.
Ralph, you might want to try feeding the kitty for a little while.
Bunny gets the pancake.